Now, in the movie Casino Jack, which I really enjoyed, you were working with another old friend of mine, Jon Lovitz.
Jon Lovitz.
He is a living cartoon character. I worked with him way back in the Saturday Night Live days, and there's nobody else like him. He is the real deal.
When we've been going around the country doing screenings and Jon hasn't been able to be with us, we get texts that say, "Count my laughs and get back to me."
I'm Lovitz! And he'll still do the liar character for you.
I'm about to, in the spring, I'm going to do a production of Richard III at the Old Vic that a great director, Sam Mendes, who directed me in American Beauty, is going to direct. And Lovitz gave me some fantastic advice on how to play Richard III.
Really?
Should I demonstrate for you?
Yes, I would love to see
the Jon Lovitz School of Shakespeare?
This is great.
This is what Jon said I should do when I first come out. The opening monologue of Richard III. He said, "This is what you should do. You should wear a big watch." On your wrist. And do this. Now is the winter of our discontent.
I love that idea.
I have yet to suggest that to Sam Mendes, but I'm looking forward to that conversation.
That's going to be fantastic. Now, of course, Casino Jack, I saw this movie, and it was interesting. So when I first heard it, I thought you've made a movie where you play Jack Abramoff, the infamous lobbyist.
Yes.
And it's actually a great, it's a lot of gray area here, which is I really liked. It's not, it's a nuanced portrayal of someone that people have very strong opinions about.
Well, we've also tried to make a very funny and entertaining movie about, you know, sort of what's happening in Washington, which is the kind of power and influence and money that happens when that enters the political process. And we thought, you know, if you tell people, hey, we're making a movie about a Washington lobbyist, you can kind of hear the yawning start across the country.
Right.
But in fact, it's a very entertaining film. And one of the reasons for it is that Abramoff, it turns out, was quite an impressionist.
Yeah.
So I get a chance to do all these impressions in the film. Some I never did before, like he did Dolph Lundgren. I never did Dolph Lundgren. And I don't really know anyone else who does, frankly.
Why did he do a Dolph Lundgren impression?
Because he produced 2 Dolph Lundgren movies.
Right, exactly.
But then he didn't do Bill Clinton, so I gave him Bill Clinton and Walter Matthau.
Yeah. Can I hear with the Walter Matthau? I love Walter.
Sure, why don't we go to the clip?
I think we have here a clip of Abramoff actually getting ready, I believe, to testify.
Yeah, he's a sort of
revving himself up.
Revving himself up in the mirror.
All right, let's take a look at this clip from Casino Jack.
Some people say Jack Abramoff moves too fast. Jack Abramoff cuts corners. Well, I say to them, if that's the difference between me and my family having a good life and walking and using the subway every day, then so be it. I will not allow my family to be slaves. I will not allow the world I touch to be vanilla. You say I'm selfish? F you! I give back plenty. You say I got a big ego? F you twice! I'm humbly grateful for the wonderful gifts that I've received here in America, the greatest country on this planet. I'm Jack Abramoff. And oh yeah, I work out every day.
Let's go back to brushing your teeth. That was my favorite part. I have to ask you, you are an executive producer of The Social Network, which is one of my favorite movies, certainly of this year and for many years, actually. It's an amazing movie.
I'm very proud of it, yeah.
If that picture should get, win Best Oscar, would you be up on stage? How does it work?
No, actually, this time around, I wouldn't actually get an Oscar because I'm an executive producer on the film.
Okay.
Only the producers get to accept the Oscars. And so in this case, what's really cool about that is that 10 years ago, my assistant went to the Academy Awards. He was my assistant at the time. His name is Dana Bernetti. And this year, he might well be going as a producer of an Academy Award-winning film.
That's amazing.
I'm very proud of him. It's a very cool story.
It's very good to be your assistant. I want to be your assistant. Casino Jack is now playing in select cities. It opens nationwide in January. Best of luck to you at the Golden Globes. And thanks for being so nice to me. He's a good man.
Thank you very much.
Kevin Spacey.